Hi everybody, it's me, Erin, again, doing another book review. This time I'm going to try to make it quick. I just finished the book one day. Actually, it's a lie. I finished it about a week and a half ago, but I've been busy about trying to get this book review done. So, here we are. This is for a book review for one day. That's what she looks like. It's a novel by David Nicholls. It was awesome! Honestly, it was so good. Right from the beginning, I ripped right through it. I couldn't put it down right off the bat, which is very strange. Usually it takes me a little while to get into a book. But this one, no, it was right off the bat. Picked it right up and got into it. It's about two people, Dexter and Emma. Basically, they meet in college, great friends for the next 20 years. Every day they meet on every year on one specific day they meet and basically share some kind of experience together. So, I don't want to give away any of the ending. The ending actually had a really big twist to it. Totally unexpected. I love the book. Absolutely. The end threw me off quite a bit. I don't want to say too much without giving away, but it was an excellent novel, a great story. I felt like I could feel their longing for each other, yet, not quite in the right places. Their friendship, their, trials and tribulations, it was all in the book. It was beautifully written, both from the guy's perspective and the female's perspective. So, I think he did a great job doing that. What else can I say about this? It was awesome. It's an easy read. You can plow right through it. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So I highly recommend it. It's One Day by David Nicholls. It's being made into a movie, so that's coming out with Anne Hathaway and Jim Sturgess in August. So we got about a month and a half to go here. Or sorry, 2 months to go. But I cannot wait for that either. And knowing those characters, I think they're going to be fabulous in those roles. I can totally see it. So, very good book. Dex and M as One Day by David Nicholls. So, pick it up, read it, you'll love it. You'll plow through it. It's really easy, but it's really enjoyable. So, I highly recommend that. Next up, I did start this book. It's called The Corrections by Franzen. It looks like that. It's a little bit older of a novel, actually. I thought it was a newer book, but I guess it's been out for a while. It's got huge reviews. It's got tons up for many awards, even finalists for the Pulitzer Prize, just to name a few. It sounds like it's going to be pretty good. It's basically about a family that sets their heart. Here it is. Enid, longtime matriarch of the Lambert family, sets her heart on an elusive goal, bringing her family together for one last Christmas at home. So basically it's like about family dynamics, from what I can make of it. It's a huge book. I mean, it's definitely pretty meaty. 600, I think, and 609 pages. It's supposed to be hilarious. I'm pretty excited to see. I mean, families are all wacky and wild, so I'm sure there's going to be some good stories in that if it's, but yeah, it's called The Corrections. I have to say, I started it on the weekend, and I didn't get very far into it, like maybe 20 pages in. It just didn't maybe grab my attention. It was a hot sunny day, and I was laying out in the grass, and I just couldn't focus quite on it because it was a little bit of a serious start. But I think I'm going to plow through it. I do see the potential in it. It just maybe wasn't a day for me. So check back in with me. I have started reading that. It's Franzen, The Corrections, and it looks just like that, if you can see that there. Okay, so that's the next one I'm plowed in through. Like I said, I wasn't feeling it that much that day, so I grabbed another book and something a little bit lighter of a read. It's more based on a this is in the teen section, I'm not going to lie. This is the teen section at Chapters. So, but I think it is, I know a lot of adults who have read it, so hopefully I'm not too out of place here, and hopefully I'm not losing all credibility by going this route. But I needed something lighter, and I wanted something just easy to read, enjoyable, kind of like a beach read. So I picked up The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins, and it looks just like that. Again, it's not the newest of books. You guys, maybe you've even already read it. I have not. I don't know why. I never really ventured into that teen area, which is weird considering, I did enjoy Twilight, and they were focused to teens. So my sister and I went in there, and this is what I came up with. So The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. It is basically about, it's set in the future, more or less, fictional future. It's North America basically is obliterated, and a small area creates itself called Panem. Basically from there they have, I think it's 12 districts around this one main hub of a city that's left of North America, and these 12 hubs each have to submit, it gets more into it, but it has to submit a boy and a girl between the ages of 12 to 18 to go fight in these like national fight sort of thing, and it's to the death on live TV. So they film these children fighting each other to the death, and the last victor wins, a bunch of prizes and stuff for their district. So basically it's about that. It's actually really good. I'm not that far into it, but I am pleasantly surprised. It has me. I can't wait actually to get into it and read it. I'm on my way out right now, but I can't wait to get home and actually pick it up and get more into it, because it really did grab my attention. I think it's going to be a very interesting read. It's something that I haven't really dove into before, so that's good. It actually has, this is the first of a trilogy. So this is the first one I'm reading, obviously, The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Again, it looks like that. The next one is called Catching Fire. So that's the second one. Don't know what it's about. I haven't even cracked the cover. And the third one is called Mockingjay. And again, by Suzanne Collins. That's the third one. So, if I like the first one, I will plow right to the second, then the third, and I will let you know what I think of those. But so far, really enjoy The Hunger Games. I think it's going to be a little bit of a love story, a little bit of adventure, a little sci-fi. It's going to be a really good read. So far, so good. So I highly recommend that as much as I can. And I did want to touch in as well on a novel called The Help. I talked about this in my last book review. Haven't started it yet. I am going to get it done before August when the movie comes out. Saw a trailer for it the first time. It looks so good. I cannot wait. This was recommended from another viewer who recommended me read this, because I do like to try to find a movie, a version of like a book and then a movie version, a month or two later. So I try to keep up with that each month, having something to read and then to watch. So this is by Kathryn Stockett. It's called The Help. It's definitely not a new book. You probably read it. I'm just way behind on the times. I have so many books in my office there. I haven't even got to half of them, so I am trying to crack down on my list. But this is basically the point of view of some black women in the South, Deep South. They write a book in secret, of course, because that would be very, very big no-no back then. But they write a secret about what it's like to be a black maid in the Deep South, with, all the and the terrible risks they have to take, the sometimes humorous boundaries, the secrets. It's just all compiled into one book, and I love how they come to. It seems like they all come together. I've heard huge reviews about this book. Like, people love this book. They're crying, they're laughing. It brings out it pulls out a lot of heartstrings because of the content and, back in the slavery and that sort of stuff. So I think it's going to be a wonderful read. I cannot wait to get in it. The Help by Kathryn Stockett. And if you've read it, please let me know what you think about it. I'd love to hear some comments. If you have any book recommendations, I know I'm plowing through this really quickly, and for that I apologize. But I love to hear recommendations. I'm always open to new ideas, and sometimes fun to hear from you guys so that I can think outside my box, because sometimes you get stuck in this one wavelength, and you get stuck in a rut. So please send them my way. Just leave a comment down below. You can also join me at my blog, which is at fancynapkin.blogspot.com. I'll have all the details down below along with all these book titles. And